But it,
How's it going?
dude, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Unfair question.
What?
Like, so crazy. Where are you right now? Where are you zooming from?
Long Beach.
Okay, cool. How's everything going there?
Good. I mean, like as far as what fires,
Yeah.
um, we are we're okay with the fire stuff. It's just like the air,
Yeah.
which I feel even bad like saying that because there's just it's like so gnarly where that actual fire is happening. So
Yeah.
everything's fine here. I'm just keeping busy, like I garden a lot to kind of
Yeah.
deal with stress. So
Starting hobbies that I did not think I would have to start.
well, gardening is always good because ha
Hi guys.
what
Hi.
up? You're in space.
Whoa.
You know it. Hi,
Might be
I'm
better.
Bonnie.
I'm Danielle. Nice to meet you both.
Hi,
Sorry,
nice to meet
Julia.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you, sorry, I just like run in and interrupt, but do you live in Seattle?
No, I'm outside of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh
Oh, so
shit,
you got
cool.
snow.
Dude, yes, it's so crazy.
That's insane.
It's the most snow we've gotten. Like I've lived here pretty much my whole life, never seen anything like this. I think they said it's the most snow since 1895.
That's crazy.
Like I
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's kind of fun, yeah. It's cool, but also the world. It's like what is happening? But
Yeah,
yeah. For
surreal
now,
times.
yeah, for now I'm gonna enjoy it. But yeah. How are you, Bonnie?
I mean, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm like my brain's a little bit confused, but
Yeah.
I'm I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at Staz's place right now, so I don't know. She's in, I guess, Australia, but I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky she's gone. But yeah, no, it's so weird because it's like this song is how I even got to like the first time I ever hung out with her was when we recorded this song, which is so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
So it's
David constructed like the coolest super group ever with all of you guys.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but or
cool. I'll go ahead and jump into some questions. Yeah, I guess how was it kind of working together with label mates, but more as a band?
It was
I,
tricky. Like we'd never well, Rikki and Bonnie obviously had worked together before, but like we'd never worked on anything together. So it was all like really in the moment. Like we showed up, I sort of played, and we were like, well, that's pretty cool. And then we just recorded. Like seriously, I think we ran through it 3 times and then we recorded the song.
Yeah.
So it was just like a snapshot, like just very exciting, very fast. We finished the song in like 3 to 5 hours or something, which is like usually I don't know, it's very unusual. So yeah, it was just like a whirlwind.
yeah, that's cool. Like I always wanted to work with you and like go down and see your studio. And I think you guys like had just moved it over to the other room or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So it's kind of weird that like I just saw the new one and it's so sick and it was like so nice and the backyard's so cool and it's like definitely want to record there again. But it's just, yeah, it's such a weird thing where like you want to do something for so long, but usually our schedules make it so that we can't like plan the future because the future is already planned. So this was like, yeah, it's like, oh, like, yeah, we're always out of town. So it's really special that like David invented this thing where we could like do something for him also like finally get to do something for him and like get to play with each other because yeah, we were trying to like record a song. Like I feel like that was like May or something, or I don't know. That's
Yeah,
I
we've
don't
been
know that.
talking like
Yeah,
maybe we should do work together, but with this it was kind of unique because it was a cover, so we had
Yep.
something to work from. Um, but it was just kind of the inspiration and like it, yeah, it was like very special and very magical because again, like everyone just showed up and we were like this, and everyone's like, yeah, like that.
yeah. Well,
And
I also had never, yeah, like hearing people like live or hearing people's records, like you never really hear them, like who them, and this was like, I was like, whoa, damn, you guys are cool. Like, not that I didn't think you were cool before, but it's so cool to hear someone like dry or isolated or whatever. And it was like, I was like, wow, you guys are like really baller. Um, and yeah, and it was also like, I think we wanted to practice a day before, get like, usually you get like into it together and have some type of vibe beforehand, but there wasn't any days before to get together. So it was just that day. And that's a very strange, um, it's a very strange job because it's all about how we respond to each other and create this one thing together. But I think you guys are just so good at recording and engineering and mixing and all that that it was like I just knew it. So I was like, I just can only give what I can give. But you made it sound like, you know, so good.
thanks. It was so easy, honestly, easiest mixing, easiest thing I've done in a really long. It was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And everyone just kind of laid their vocals in, and then like we did a mix, and everyone's like, yeah, I love it. And it's like, what? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
usually there's like, well, I have notes, and you guys
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
notes, and
yeah.
everyone's like, oh, it sounds sick.
No, you
Except,
guys did so good.
so I guess it was a very like quick and exciting experience, and it's interesting to see how people work in the studio, because it can be a very high pressure situation. So like I was just determined that everything was chill. Like no matter what happened, everything's chill and we're gonna make it work no matter what. So I kind of tried to bring that energy and everyone just came really prepared. Really. I mean,
Well, I don't know if everyone,
Uh,
there's like one weak link.
it was a
But
vibe.
yeah, no, yeah, it was super cool. Yeah, you definitely like led that in a way that was awesome, especially as like another person that kind of has to like usually like invent the vibe and invent what happens in a specific amount of time. It was so cool to like just be like your like follow the leader. Right? I felt like I was like a camper and you were like the counselor and I was like, oh, because that vibe, it was like chill and cool, but I was like, yeah, just follow, just as long as she's happy,
dude.
I'm happy. It was cool.
Julia,
You're really like, and you had really good ideas and it was super fun. It makes me really want to like do more stuff. And like
Yeah.
it was a cool crew. Cool crew.
definitely. Julia, you should make a band camp, like a summer band camp retreat.
Oh, well, we have a
So fun.
nonprofit, so we like work with kids in high schools and
Mm.
middle schools all the time. And I find it like I'm still a kid, and
Yeah.
favorite part of playing is actually playing. It's not like riffing and it's not like showing off. It's like play, like children play. And like to be able to get people in that mindset is I think the key for me, like what to make it exciting. Because if so like that's my inspiration for everything and like working with the younger people that have no preconceived notions and they don't have time schedules and like
Yeah.
being in the industry it really like kind of fucks you up as far as like what's fun and what's important.
Yeah.
And for me, having fun is like kind of the most important part of it because the rest of it like can
Come
really
here.
suck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Is this an animal?
Sorry. Yeah, like the poodle, like Stas's bed is pretty high and the poodle doesn't know, like it can't see anymore. Let me just get it real quick so she
yeah.
doesn't fall off the sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. I mean, I feel like so much of have you read Liz Pelly's book yet? The Spotify book?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw the like review of it.
Yeah, it's I just finished it. It's hard to get through. But yeah, it reminds you of like the slog of like the industry and just the way capitalism is with selling art and stuff. It's important to remember to just like actually enjoy what you're doing before you have to figure out the steps beyond that. Just
I've really consciously tried to revert to my 19-year-old self recently, like in the past couple of years. Hi, babies.
Sorry.
no, do not be sorry.
Just so
Um,
you know what's happening, what I'm like
yeah.
tapping on. Okay.
Cute sweater. It's always Halloween. Um, yeah, like just really because otherwise it can go by in like a huge blur without you even enjoying a single moment of it.
Yeah.
And that's a waste of life, a waste of time, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I definitely am it would be cool to do an adult summer camp. Just record a record. I mean, the thing with it's so low pressure, when it's low pressure, I think that's when the you could be like, oh yeah, and that would be cool, and let's do something weird here instead of
Yeah.
like people will be listening and it's like
Yeah. Why did y'all choose cue cards? Like the song specifically?
I listened through the whole record and that is the song that like jumped out at me. I think it was because I kind of presented it and I was like, can we do cue cards? Everyone was like, yeah, cue cards cool. I think that's how we decided on it. Um, but it
Yeah.
was like a good hook, you know? I
Hmm.
felt like because instantly I started imagining like what we could do with it, and it sounded like it would have a nice opportunity for like gang vocals and stuff.
Yeah, the chorus
Yeah.
is, I love what you did with the chorus. It really sounds like a 50s all girl like pop group or something like that. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that was your idea. Like yeah, I feel so lucky that we got to like kind of like work with you and that you chose a song and all. I was like, I don't know. Like, how do you choose a song? Like, because for me, like, yeah, I was like, I don't know. Like, what do the words mean? Like, I'm more like, oh, I don't say things that aren't like positive, which is hilarious, and like, so I was just like, I can't really choose them, like, I've never done a cover before, basically. I've only done one cover in my whole life. So I was like, I don't know. So when you kind of chose a new and sort of had ideas of like how to play around with the sound of it to make it like, there'd be a point in doing a cover because that's another thing is like there's really no point if you don't have something new to say or just have fun to show or you're not trying to like copy the song or maybe you are, I don't know. That's why I don't do that many covers is because I'm like I don't know what you're supposed to do. But it was cool to just be like you would say something and be like yeah, yeah, and like I was like yeah, that does make sense, yeah, like and yeah, it was felt really safe and secure and cool and like um and that was a good choice for songs now like that I've listened to everything. I'm like yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool.
It was
Yeah.
super cool to work to do like I think I even like shed a tear doing the gang vocals because I was like I did that so much with coat hangers.
Yeah.
I haven't worked on any coat hanger stuff in like, 6 years or something. And so I was like, guys, we're doing gang vocals. This is like most of my life has been spent doing this. So it's like
Yeah.
it was super cool. It was very
That's awesome. Well,
sentimental for me to do that
yeah.
part of
That's
it.
That's so cool. And I feel like, yeah, for me also, it's like, um, again, like just to do something for David feels good because I feel like such a good person in every single way. Um, and like it's hard enough to just be in one band or like let alone have to kind of be in like all the bands that he's on the label. That's like unimaginable pain, torture, agony, defeat. I don't know, but it's just cool to
Glory.
glory, championship, friendship, honor, dignity,
Valor.
valor. Yeah, all of those. It just is like, what a person. So it's cool to just be like, you want me to do something? You got it. Like, tell me to do more things. I'll do it. Like, uh, yeah, especially this year where I've been like pretty like slacking on kind of like the forward focus stuff. It's hard to like do all the like think in the like um let alone somebody like him that's dealing with like I don't know like 300 bands
Yeah.
the 5,000 maybe 20,000 bands. But to see the future for all of it, it must be a really frustrating job. And it's just cool to be able to like do something you know and then also you did like all the heavy lifting. I just had to bring my body there.
That was the fun. I mean, that was really fun for me. I like uh that was it's fun to like dream in different colors, like
That's
sort
so cool.
of
Yeah.
like where I felt like the original was like really like gray and blue and we kind of made it more like a little bit more fiery,
Whoa.
like to me like that just kind of like drawing a visual between, but I was really inspired by how like there's something about that time period and that sound that was all like really freeing and like an anti sound. It was so
Yeah, yeah.
unpolished. It was a little like abrasive, and that was a great reminder of that's what I loved about music because I think a lot of things are moving into this very clean area, and like there's a quote by Saint Vincent that I've kind of been holding with me, and she said like I'm not afraid of AI sounding like humans. I'm afraid humans want to sound like AI.
Oh,
Really like seeing, this very slick, everything got slick. And even like indie music is very slick and like listening to cue cards and really, really listening to it, like not just like, but like getting into it, I was like, oh, remember when it was like all of that anti. And so that really inspired me. I know that it still sounds warmer, I think, on our cover or whatnot, but I think that the attitude of like not like Staz and my vocals don't really match. And that was
so
inspired by
good.
the original cue cards because it wasn't about that. It was about almost like the friction of it. And yeah,
Yeah.
so I
That,
really enjoyed.
yeah, that you know what? It's so cool you say that. Is that music? I was trying to think of if there's another time that's like that, but like dissonant music that
Yeah.
is still like kind of romantic or something like not sexy but like romantic and dissonant. It's like I think that only existed in a like 20-year window because maybe it's still I don't know what like emo kids are doing now. Honestly, I'm not gonna pretend I do, but like I feel like that type of music that was kind of like against the natural thing but was also like loving and pure of heart, I think was a very short window, right? Or is it they didn't have that in the 70s, I don't think.
No, I don't think
They
so.
didn't have that in the 80s, I don't think. Maybe late 80s it started and then I don't know. Something to think about. Let's all just
Yeah.
KIT about that. This might have been like the epicenter
Hmm.
of uh harsh but romantic.
Yeah, and I feel like that era was like
Discordant. Sorry.
I feel like it was like also a reaction to all of the like straight-laced kind of stuff before it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for it to happen again.
I would love that.
But
Yeah.
I think everyone like you really have to have guts to show your flaws.
Yeah.
And that's what I think the computers allow us to not show our flaws. You can correct everything. And what I'm working on, like I'm working on a record right now, and it's like I want it to be a human record.
Yeah.
And like humans don't always hit everything perfectly. And
Well, that's
that's what AI hopefully won't be able to reproduce.
yeah. No, I mean, I think the things that are considered, I mean, I guess it's different for everyone, but the things that are considered mistakes are like
Mm.
the fucking, oh, sorry, is that bad?
I
I guess, yeah, this isn't
We're
radio.
adults.
Sorry.
yeah, we're
I'm
not
like
five.
really in outer space, but those are like the pots of gold that when you listen, like everything else is for everyone else. Getting the song out, accomplishing that isn't for you. It's for the song and it's for everyone else. But like those little things that made their way like from the cosmos to the like recording, that's for you to enjoy, you know,
Yeah.
like all those little itty bitty mistakes that you're like, ooh, keep that. Like that's for you. That's kind of the only, or at least for me, like that's why all our shit is improvised, because that's like that's to me is the beauty of the whole thing, is the mess of it. And like being playing music forever, like the records I can't listen to that I made were the ones that like we practiced and kind of recorded those songs. And it's like, yay. But like the ones I like are the ones where it was all on the fly. Like I had no idea. And now I'm just like, you're just like, like it just feels so, you're like, damn, that happened though. Like against
Yeah.
all odds. Like you cannot run numbers on that. That is a miracle. And like that's what we get to keep as musicians, I think, is these tiny little miracles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's uh like spices are the mistakes or the things that you don't know, you can't practice. Like, and there's, yeah, that's my favorite part of recording for sure.
That's
Yeah,
well, I feel like you
yeah.
nailed that on this song because it sounds very much like alive and present, and that all of your four like individual talents really coalesced and like to make this very special
Oh, thank you.
reinvention of this
There
song.
was also, I think we should mention, there was a dog exchange. Is Rikki had my sister's dog, who's a golden doodle,
Uh-huh.
and then my sister came and picked up the dog. I think that's what happened. I know for sure that there was a golden doodle named Sandy at the recording for like, I don't know, a little bit of time, and I just don't want that to go unmentioned. Because that's also what makes a recording is surprise animal visits. But also just your backyard is so sick. Like, s yeah, and I wanted to, yeah, like I still do. It's like I have songs that aren't nice, that don't say nice words, and I was like, it'd be so fun to record them with like the other girls, other people of Suicide Squeeze, kind of just like these like things that don't fit under the same, yeah, like Death Valley Girls thing. So this was like getting to do that was like the to see like, oh man, you need to do this because that place is awesome. Yeah.
Who shot all those like I think they look like film photos? Little
That's
ghosts.
my best friend,
They're so
Little
cool.
Ghost.
Did y'all
Oh
have
yeah.
to do that or
That's
was it just spontaneous?
what?
Did you have
Sorry.
plans? What? Did you have plans
What?
to like have them there photographing all of it, or was it just kind of
Yeah, it's her
okay?
name's Kelsey, sorry. David planned that, and it's funny because it always in a band, it always feels like one person is missing, and you're always like, no, that's just you. But I was like, there was someone else. It was Little Ghost.
Yeah.
She was there and she took all the photos. Um, and she's my best friend.
Oh,
Yeah, she really helped me this week, which is so nice. But yeah, he planned that because he's smart too, you know?
came out really cool. And like
Yeah.
it's just cool to have someone there like reminding you of the moments that you had in the studio. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
If
It
I can say anything like advice wise to the world after this experience is like take so many photos for no reason, like all the time, all day long, which just seems like weird advice, but just do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad that that was there. And like, just to remember that, like, you can go back to last year and see it, like, if you want to. Like, what did I do today last year? Like, that's such a beautiful thing because sometimes, like, the things from the past won't always be there, but your phone will, you know? Your phone will always be with you. And just like,
Woo!
yeah, like, I take pictures of flowers or whatever every day, and I'm like,
oh.
super, super grateful that I get to look at that because I don't know, it feels good. And that's my advice. Love your phone, cherish it.
Wow.
And I mean, give it some breaks, but from you, not you from it. That's my advice.
Okay. So this is coming out on Valentine's Day.
Aw, really?
Yeah.
Cute. That's so cute.
It is really cute.
What day is that?
I
Is
think it's Friday.
February 14th.
February
No,
4th.
I know that part. Just like which day of the week. Because I don't know why, but I associate it with a Thursday, which isn't important, but for some reason it seems like Valentine's Day should be less like date wise and more like how fake Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know, for capitalism, they should like, oh, you did something for Valentine's Day. What day was that on?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a psychedelic symphony. We did a symphony
yeah,
project with the Long Beach
that's
Symphony.
so
But that
cool.
it was on a 13th because last year Saturday was
You had to mix stuff up.
I had
It
to mix
couldn't
it up.
be, they should change that.
Yeah, it
They,
should be on a Saturday, second
yeah,
Saturday of February.
yeah, there's not that many problems in government right now. So I feel like we should kind of focus on policies like that. Like, what day do our holidays land on?
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
Halloween.
write
What,
my congressman.
yeah, like what day would you want Halloween to be on if you could choose?
Saturday, of course.
Question. Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, so maybe this should be where we put our energy in
Yeah.
2025. It's kind of like it's just not much other places to put our energy. And I feel like we should just all get together and really focus on something important. That's my 2 cents. But sorry, what? So, oh, sorry, I
Yeah,
get it. So this, but
yeah,
really, what's most important is this is coming out on Valentine's Day.
yes.
Yeah.
Day of Love.
Aw, that's cute.
If you could dedicate this oh, coming out on Valentine's Day to someone or something, what or who would it be?
For me, that's tough. I can't think of one thing I would dedicate Valentine's Day to. There's,
Not Valentine's Day, but the song.
oh, I'm like to dedicate the song to?
Uh-huh. Or it doesn't have to be a person. It could just be like a vibe, a
Oh,
feeling.
Well, an easy one would be David or the people that were in Link, I think that
yeah, Sam.
yeah, because I think one of the members passed away and so like the little like this is kind of cheesy or something, but there was like there's a thing about being in a band. It's so like deep. And I really felt that like that loss of the band member. And so the little tune I played at the end, the like of the song was like for them, for Sam who passed away. And like I think yeah, I would just dedicate it to just maybe love and friendship, despite like also a horrible thing to do is be in a band with your friends. But the best thing to do is also be in a band with your friends. So I think like that relationship is an interesting, complicated one that I would send a Valentine to.
Aw, that's so sweet. I do that too. And I
And David.
and David, but I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I thought you were asking who my Valentine was. That's like so why would you ask that? That would be so weird. It's almost like
Like tie it in with the theme. But
I'm
yeah,
just such a ding dong that I'm like, that's what, yeah, they want to know. Who's your Valentine?
I think you're holding your Valentine in your hand
A
right
hun Yeah, can you believe this is real?
now.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
a
believe
really
you're in
good.
space.
I know. Well, I like interview people usually. Uh, so this kind of is like a good way to warm up. It's like, whoa, cool background. You're like, yeah. Sorry, guys. But um, yeah. Can I ask a question that maybe isn't in the interview?
Yeah, this
Or
is
is it hard to edit stuff out? Mhm.
no.
Okay. Is there other songs that are coming out? Like others?
Like Pedro the Lion did a cover, a Link cover that
Okay.
came out, and then this is ours, and it
Okay.
might have it's like a series.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think I knew that at some point, but forgot it too at some point. At another point, I was like, I don't need that info. Yeah. Thank you for letting me talk to you.
Do you think you guys will ever work on something again together?
I want to.
I'd be stoked.
Yeah. And
I did it.
Bailey lives in Long Beach. You know Bailey?
Oh, I love Bailey.
Yeah, I've been playing with her and she lives there, so I'm going to be going down there a lot more once I
She's
get.
one of the most solid people. I think it's because she's from Texas. I
Yeah.
think, and
Yeah.
there's a certain there's a certain thing about people from Texas or like
Yeah.
the beginning of the South. I really miss that. Oh, New Orleans. I mean, seriously, like
Yeah.
I I miss that. It's a different vibe out here all the way to the west.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I'm a West Coast ding dong, 100%. So I love working with and just being friends with her. Mainly we've just been friends, but I mean, she's a
yeah,
tough,
she rules.
wonderful person through and through. It's so cool. But yeah, so let's do something down there if you want.
Yeah.
Um, I would love to play with you again. And yeah, and then I would like to say is that this, because we got to play together about Staz, is that when we were doing this song, uh, Death Valley Girls had a show with Bikini Kill coming up, and Staz was like, "That's my favorite band," and I was like, "Do you want to play?" She was like, "Yeah." So then she played with us, uh, and that's so cool. And then she recorded another song with us. So this was really a fateful day when we recorded at your house. A real blessing. And now I'm at her house for a month, which is like all of this is because of that one day. I don't know what I would do without yeah. It's so cool. Like life is a circle and a spiral, never a line. Ever. Never.
Well, I definitely wanna do a special shout out to Staz because I think like when she added her vocal on that's when everything like clicked into place. And
Hell yeah.
she was I was like she's like I did the boy part. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I was like, don't try to match it, like do your own thing. And then I didn't hear it actually until everyone left because Scott was engineering and he was like, oh, you're gonna like it. And I was like, what does it sound like? Like secretly, like what is going on? And
Yeah.
so we listened back to it and I was like,
It's so good.
yes, because it really evens it out. And so like when I did the final mix and I sent it to her, she was like, am I too loud? I was like, like,
Yeah.
because she was expecting it to be background, and really it felt so much better when it was like very side by side. And like, I just have to, I wish she was on the call because she'd probably be
Yeah. Well, it
like,
added so much
but
dimension, like in a
yeah,
way that you don't expect just one thing to like bring it from like 3D to like
yeah,
8D.
yeah.
But
So I definitely big shout out to her like artistry in bringing that vocal.
yeah.
Mine was just the scratch vocal and it like just works well. Even when I tried to redo it, it didn't work because it was like the moment was, I
Yeah.
don't know. So it was like it was a very cool synergy there at the very end.
So
And
cool. She's an angel.
yeah, she's rad. And it's like very someone that's also very interested as far as like working in a creative space, like really interested in what's happening and where it could go and like in the different sounds, like auditioning the mics for things, like it takes a special brain or a special, not everyone's interested in it. Some people are really interested in the melodies or like whatever, but like um yeah, it was cool to have that in the room. So really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the whole thing. So
Yay. That's great news for me, you
yeah,
know?
I think everyone is also gonna enjoy it.
I hope so.
Do
Well,
you have a favorite part?
me, I really
I don't
like
know.
I like what y'all did with the chorus. I think that's was really probably my favorite part about it. I think it's
Yay. Thanks for listening.
and I liked seeing the photos with it, it's cool to just like have an imagery of like what was going on behind whatever.
Yeah, it's really important to have Kelsey there to document because we probably won't all ever be together in the same space again. Like those players all together. So like very, very I mean, I'm overusing special, but I think it is like a special like little snapshot. And that's that's a fun way of looking at everything as like just a snapshot of time in time. And yeah, I'm really I love her photos and like the cover photo. I just saw it because Scott's doing a bunch of like metadata for it.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, God, such a great even the color, everyone kind of wore coordinating colors or something just like by accident. Just very, very cool. Very cool.
I don't want to cut you off, but I think it's gonna shut us down in
Yeah.
like 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
I know. But thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank
Is there
you.
Thank
anything else you want to say
you.
really quick?
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for taking the time.
Thank
I
you.
hope you
Yeah.
have a good day.
Stay warm out there.
Yeah, enjoy the beauty.